We're talking to Nick Arthur here at Callaway Golf, and I am holding the new Bertha Mini 1.5. It's not a driver, it's not a 3-wood, and my first inclination or first feeling after hitting 2 shots with it is that it wasn't hard to hit. Yeah. I'm looking at adjustability here. Yeah. This is more than a 3-wood.
It really is. It does a number of different things. Like you said, it's got all the Callaway proprietary technologies. It's got the forged composite crown, which allows us to place the center of gravity very low. It allows us to move the center of gravity back, make it very stable. It has a hyperspeed face, so the ball speeds coming off the face are very fast. It's got the warbird sole plate, which allows us to hit the ball off the ground if we need to. So it's very versatile. It does a lot of things really well, and it has a much wider range of player type that it's going to work effectively for.
Kind of walk me through putting this in the bag. How many times might you use it on a tight course?
Well, I think the issue with higher handicappers or recreational golfers is that if they come up to a hole where it's narrow and they feel like they're a little bit nervous about hitting the fairway with their driver, when they go to the 3-wood, it's a pretty big jump downwards in terms of forgiveness. It's a much smaller head. You have to be much more pinpoint and precise with your impact. And so it makes them a little nervous to try that, not to mention the fact that you're going to give up quite a bit more distance than you would have gotten with your driver. So with this club, it's a nice compromise because they can go down in size a little bit, but it's still forgiving. The shaft is a little bit shorter so they can control it, but they still have some speed because it's longer than a 3-wood shaft. And it's much more stable than a 3-wood, so if they mishit it a little bit, they get away with it more in that regard. So they pick up some accuracy, don't give up much distance, so it's a nice compromise.
So now you get the better player, and he's out there, you know, whatever his yardage is that he can't max out a 3-wood, yeah. He's 270, he wants to get home on a par 5, yeah. And he maybe can get to the front edge with this.
Yeah, no question about it. Certainly with today's technology, some par 5s that used to not be reachable are more reachable, especially with a club like this. And so better players find themselves 240 from the green, 245, 250, and it used to be like, well, the 3-wood I can probably bounce it up there pretty close, but I can't quite get on the surface. Well, with this one, it's almost like a driver off the ground, but much easier to hit than a driver off the ground.
We've got 14 clubs, so you can take something out, you can try something, put it in, and if you like this, you can throw your driver away, right?
Absolutely right.